Look, I know it's tough to figure out life and all that. I'm one of these people that likes to take a shortcut or two, you know. And I found out that there were aliens living on the Earth. Now, a lot of people don't know that, but it is true. They are. So I wrote a letter to like the head alien at the alien headquarters, and I said, well, you know, you aliens are pretty smart and you understand everything, and you've got pretty much people figured out. I really don't want to offend you or anything, but how about filling me in on a few things, you know, to kind of help me out so I can get by. Anyway, he sent me back this little letter, and it said, "When humanity lived, the regrets of an alien bastard." I don't know. They have a funny humor. Starts. It all started with the rule of law, and it finally ended in apocalypse on June 13th, 3313 AD. If you humans read the first sentence of this little story, you won't have to buy another history book ever again. If all the humans that should have listened to my wisdom would have, then the first sentence of this story would not exist. Oh well, humans are stupid. Kurt Vonnegut was the first alien to understand the concepts of all human logic and once said, "It is poop, pure poop, not just regular poop, but the best poop, the poopiest poop, but don't eat it." Even Kurt was powerless in the end. I cringe when I consider the way that Bruce Willis mutilated Kurt's finest masterpiece, Breakfast of Champions. Yuck, the stinky humans are awful, and make poop everywhere. Uck, I spit you out, stinky human. La. We first discovered humans living on their planet quite a while ago. Their planet used to be in one of the spokes of this galaxy, near the outback's wastelands. Anyway, I'm here through the miracle of modern science, in other words, time travel, to tell the story at the end of their run. The humans started out dumb, but they got smart fast. They eventually discovered virtual reality, and all humans were implanted at birth with a computer interface directly into their brain. This was a good thing in many ways, but it turned bad. George Bush and his cronies that passed the Patriot Act in 2004 laid the seeds of disaster. Matters got worse when the first Mormon president passed the Four-Generation Act. The Mormon U.S. President Tyrone Smith Obama, the 54th president of the ancient country of USA, required all males to change their name to include the last names of their maternal grandfathers for 4 generations. His son, Jesus Smith Obama, Smith Wilson, Clinton, Kennedy, Jackson, Smith Rodriguez, Romney, was the last president whose name anyone remembers. Eventually, the final U.S. president simplified everything by dropping a hydrogen bomb on Washington, D.C., the capital of the ancient country of the USA. The last president was simply known as Lucifer Mohammed Abdul. During his reign, most USA citizens went insane trying to remember their own names. The long-standing Bush doctrine of listening to people's conversations with spy satellites eventually drove the final nail into the coffin because nobody could remember to whom they were listening. As their system broke down, they had to nuke everyone they suspected. The planet was so messed up that everybody had to flee into virtual reality. Inside his or her brains, astronomers weren't watching for the big asteroid that creamed Earth like a 3-egg omelet, because everyone lived inside his or her own world. The first time I ever visited the human planet was back in the time they call 1976. I was minding my own business, flying around over a place called Iran, and suddenly I spotted one of their primitive jets racing at me. I laughed and thought I'd have a good old time with the poor human pilot. I suppose that every child on our planet knows about what the humans call dark energy, but just in case a human or some other hominid should read this, I'll explain some of the basics. Dark energy is neither here nor there. A human would say that an atom actually has the same property, but the fact is that an atom is always somewhere, and that wasn't so if that wasn't so, when I used dark energy association, my craft would have appeared in 2 places at the same time. I suppose that all the humans know that electricity can jump a gap, but only if there is a certain potential. Dark energy has potential. Also, humans have not discovered the conductive medium of dark energy, but all that is necessary is to change the potentials for the associated dark energy, and the matter in the dark medium will move. There is not associated time involved with, but a human would say it is instantaneous. So in other words, jump from here to there. I suppose that poor human pilot cracked, or at least shot a little in his panties, when as he locked his missile on my craft, it suddenly popped 25 kilometers away. There's latency in projecting potential, so I knew that he'd lock on to my position once again and shoot his little missile at me. I projected an emissive plasma projection into a gravitational imposition and neutralized his instrumentation. I think he said a few bad words in the modified ape grunt that they call language in Iran. I tried to be nice. I could have blasted him with a neutron pulse laser. I'm really sorry now for all the mean tricks that I played on the humans over the years. I once abducted a human, probed his mushy brain, and discovered that he really hated to be a target for other humans to pick on. Now that all the humans are splattered into a debris field orbiting their star, I feel so mean for picking on them. If I can find another suitable planet, I will go back to your star, get your organic debris, and spread it on a real suitable world. Perhaps in a couple billion years, you'll be back to your usual business. Sincerely, Glor Poodoo Whoopee, head alien poop scooper. I mean, after all, it just has to figure.